his second day in office, Trump announced Project Stargate, which is straight out of the movies. I mean, they picked the name, I think, strategically so. What is Project Stargate? Quite possibly the biggest technological project, maybe in the history of the human race, not considering ancient civilization type stuff.
To announce the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history.
This is a collaboration between several billionaires and massive companies: OpenAI, Oracle, NVIDIA, Microsoft, among others, and even a bank, a Japanese bank, nonetheless. What is Project Stargate? Well, basically, it's a supercomputer. If you really want to simplify this, these people have come together in order to create a super intelligence.
AGI is coming very, very soon. And then after that, that's not the goal. After that, artificial super intelligence will come to solve the issues that mankind would never ever have thought that we could solve.
I know that this makes a lot of people nervous. So let's break this down calmly without any radical movements. Okay, we're going to try to break this down real quick. Essentially, OpenAI, which is the developer of ChatGPT, my favorite AI. I use ChatGPT. I used it today to help me motivate, myself. I used it as a therapist today. Okay, it's free. I use the free version. It's great. I love it. And so they're coming together with a man named Masayoshi Son, which is the most Japanese name I've ever heard. This is a Japanese billionaire banker who has pledged $500 billion in the next 4 years to this project. That's half a trillion. That's so much money. Forget about Skynet. Skynet is peanuts compared to what these people are planning to do.
I need to know how Skynet gets built. Who's responsible?
However, I'm optimistic. Okay? They will be immediately putting in 100 billion, deploying, as they say, 100 billion to start this thing off. What are they going to do? Essentially, as far as I could understand it, they're putting together humanity's greatest technological advancements in order to create a supercomputer. The infrastructure will include, and they didn't mention this in the initial announcement, but this thing will be powered by a nuclear reactor. That's how much energy that it requires. Okay? That's why they need so much money, because the infrastructure for this project is going to be mind-boggling. I think Oracle is the part of this collaboration that will provide computing. They are a cloud computing service, so I don't really know exactly what they're going to provide here, but they need cloud computing. NVIDIA is probably going to provide the chips. Microsoft, who knows? They're massive. They're going to provide a bunch of stuff. And OpenAI is probably going to be the brains of this operation. They're the brain. They are the intelligence, right? The AI, essentially. So they're basically saying initially they're going to be creating an AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, but the goal is to create a super intelligence. Now, as far as I understand it, in really simple terms, I would say these people are creating a computer god. I don't know how else to put it. This is a computer god, that humans are creating a creature that will be, for practical purposes, infinitely more intelligent than us. And, I'm still optimistic. Why am I optimistic? Okay. One of my favorite movies is I mean, my favorite movie of all time is The Terminator. I love that movie so much. Not because, I want AI to take over humans. I just think it's cool. I think technology is cool. I think that movie is really well made. I love it very much. But I don't see the future that way. I'm very optimistic about everything. I am an optimist by nature. Normally I don't trust billionaires and these massive corporations. I'm kind of a hippie in that way. However, I like Donald Trump. I've had my criticisms of him. I don't think he's perfect. I think he has some issues, some real issues. Um, but overall, I like him, and I think the only reason that I'm cautiously optimistic about this project is because he is spearheading the situation. He brought these people together. I kind of trust his judgment on it, and I'm giving the benefit of the doubt to these people that they will not create hyper Skynet and that this AI will not turn against us.
Skynet fights back.
Yes, it launches its missiles against the targets in Russia.
Um, we know that our adversaries, I don't like saying that, we know that other countries are creating AI, so we may as well be doing it best and biggest. Because of all the governments, I would rather have the United States have the most advanced technology in the world. Okay? Of all the governments in the world, I'm least skeptical of the United States government. Not that I'm not skeptical, but least, right? That's kind of the logic I used to vote for Donald Trump. He's not the guy I would have picked out of everybody in the world, but from the choices we had, he was the best one. So they have my blessing. I know how much that means to them. I know they're sitting around the table going, oh, what is Vasily going to think about this? They have my blessing. I normally would be very skeptical, but I want to believe in the better part of human nature. I want to believe that these people have good intentions. And I know normally every alarm in my system would be going off like, you fool, but not this time. Only because we've turned a new leaf. Okay, after January 20th, I feel some kind of an optimism. I feel like clean slate. Okay? I'm willing to give these billionaires and corporations a chance to do the right thing with Donald Trump. Call me a fool. I know the comments are going to be mixed. Some of you guys are very comfortable with being very rude. It's fine. I grew up in a very large Ukrainian family. Being rude is just how we normally communicate to one another. We talk a lot of smack every day, so you're not going to faze me. But sometimes it's kind of shocking. Like, I go out to bars sometimes, and I never ever hear anybody being that rude in person. Anyway, but it's okay. I understand. I understand the fear behind this. This is going to be a $500 billion supercomputer. I mean, think about that, with a nuclear reactor powering it. All of the best technologies and powers that we have, we are throwing at this project. Okay, this will be the pinnacle of human progress, innovation, technology, whatever. This is the best of the best. This is our pyramids of Giza. Okay, this is the modern day wonder of the world, is what I believe this project aims to be. And I love humanity, and so I am rooting for us. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. I believe in us. I don't think we're more evil than we are good. I think we have some evil in us, but I think the good will overpower. And I'm willing to believe that these people want to create something good that will help humanity. I know how naive that sounds. As it comes out of my mouth, I can hear it. I hear it. But I choose to be optimistic because I think that's a better way to be. So I urge everyone else to believe in these people and to support them for once. For once, can we just try to bridge the gap between the top and the bottom of society and shake hands on an optimistic future? I mean, this thing could solve a lot of our problems. It could destroy humanity as well. So it's like one or the other. It's not going to be an in between. But I have to choose to believe in a better future. I simply have to. I will not go around and believe that the world is coming to an end. I'm not one of those people. Okay, I think humanity is evolving in the right direction. If you don't believe that, here's a little mind experiment you can do. Tell me what part of human history you would rather live in than today. And really think about that. Think about everything. Think about how convenient it is. Think about toilets. Think about running water, electricity, heating, safety. It's never been safer. Say what you want. It's never been safer. I can walk down the street. No one's going to kill me and stab me. So I think we're going in the right direction. It might not look that way, but if you use your logic and you had a time machine, you would not go backwards to live. Maybe out of curiosity to look out the window. But this is the best time to ever be alive. And so I think that trend will continue. God, I really hope I'm not wrong. But it sounds really cool. Operation Stargate initiated. I think, ironically, for being that old, I think Donald Trump will propel us into the future more than any other president. I mean, he did launch the Space Force, which also sounds very cool and futuristic. So, yeah, I'm giving these people the benefit of the doubt. I don't know why. I normally wouldn't do that, but I think it's Donald Trump. He has inspired me to believe in a greater future. And I invite you into that vision with me. Cheers. And may the computer god be good to us.
Two. Gross.